Three of the most common excuses I get from coaches with established businesses about why they haven't set finance up yet or issues they've had with it in the past, and here's what I've got to say about it. So the first one is debt is a trap. Depends upon what you're buying, really. However, the way that we are using finance is that we're using it intelligently for growth and development. And because the return on investment that is usually generated from using the bank's money for this kind of purchase far outweighs the cost it would be in interest, even if you didn't make a single extra payment on the loan. It completely debunks that statement, because anybody who's created exceptional wealth knows the quickest way to get there is to use other people's money. Robert Kiyosaki wrote a whole book about it. It's called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Debt is one of the quickest ways to grow and scale if you know how to use it, and it is not a trap. It's quite empowering. So the second one I get is, I've tried this before and it's cost me money. And you know what? I'm sure that you have tried it before with other brokers, and I'm not surprised if it has cost you money. And I'm so sorry to hear that, because this is like, every time I hear this, there's a part of me that I feel your pain. And then there's also another part that gets excited, because I know the moment somebody comes into the lifestyle finance ecosystem, they get a radically different experience, because we're not just finance brokers, we're coaches who became finance brokers. So we intimately understand your business, we understand your needs, we understand your clients' needs, and we don't let you integrate this into any big launches until you've nailed this on your sales calls first, so that you've got a system that you can rely upon, because there is nothing more powerful than when you can rely on where you're sending your clients to get funding so that you get paid in full. And then the third one that I get is, I don't want to lose sales. So it kind of backs onto the other one. If we're looking at bigger established coaching businesses, I get it. You've created a successful business doing a certain thing a certain way. Why would you want to mess with something that's already working? And if you've gotten to a certain point with your in-house payment plans, you'll have a little bit more stability there anyway. However, the thing that I want to remind you of is that you're coaches. The whole thing that you help people evolve through is dealing with change. And yes, you've got this far doing what you have, but there is so much more available to you. Imagine what would happen if you were getting paid in full for 60% of your clients, having that cash flow at the front of your business. What does that make available to you? How will you grow and scale and build your team and serve your clients more? Yes, change is uncomfortable. Yes, this will be a new part of your sales process, but leveraging back on the point number 2 is that once you've got this nailed and you can rely upon it, then there's no greater confidence than knowing that over 60% of your clients are going to pay you in full, and what you can do with that. So if we're not already working together and you're curious to explore this, there's going to be a link somewhere, or send me a PM and let's get this conversation started.